If any vessel tries to transit without permission, it will be destroyed.
On the morning of March 27, 2026, a cargo ship ran aground on Keshem Island. It wasn't struck by a missile. It wasn't hit by a drone. It simply ran out of ocean. The Strait of Hormuz, a 33-kilometer passage the ship had been navigating, became something no captain's charts had a symbol for: a trap. And this was not the last ship to find that out. To understand how this narrow stretch of water became one of the most dangerous places on Earth, you have to understand what it controls. Not just oil, not just shipping, the entire modern world's ability to function. The Persian Gulf is a dead end. One entrance, one exit. The same door for both. 8 countries line its shores, and for some of them, this is their only maritime connection to the world. No door, no trade, no economy. And beneath these countries lies more oil and natural gas than anywhere else on Earth. Half of the planet's proven oil reserves, 40% of its natural gas, all of it moving toward a single exit. On a normal day, 21 million barrels of oil pass through that door. Every single day. 3 billion liters. 1/5 of everything humanity burns to keep itself running. And because of how narrow it is, ships cannot go wherever they choose. 2 shipping lanes, each just 2 miles wide, separated by a 2-mile buffer. 1 lane in, 1 lane out. The largest ships on Earth must thread through these same 2 lanes. And those lanes don't run through neutral water. They run through the territorial waters of Iran, then Oman, and then Iran again. Which means Iran doesn't just sit beside this strait. Iran is the strait. And sitting directly inside those lanes, 3 islands: Abu Musa, Greater Tunb, Lesser Tunb. The UAE claims them. Iran has occupied them since 1971. From those islands, Iran can watch every ship that enters, every tanker, every cargo vessel, every warship. To understand what's happening in that water right now, you need to go back 40 years. During the Iran-Iraq War, both sides started attacking each other's oil tankers. What followed became known as the Tanker War. Nearly 600 ships were attacked. Sailors died. Oil prices spiked. The United States stepped in, escorting Kuwaiti tankers under American flags through the strait. Then came July 3, 1988. The U.S. Navy warship operating in the strait fired 2 missiles at a contact on its radar. But the contact was Iran Air Flight 655, a civilian Airbus. 290 people, all of them died. The United States said it was a mistake. Iran never forgot. And from the tanker war, Iran drew a conclusion that would define its military strategy for the next 4 decades. You cannot defeat the United States Navy in open water. So you don't fight in open water. You make the water itself the weapon. Over the decades that followed, Iran built something specific, not a conventional navy, something far more dangerous in the confined geography of a 33-kilometer strait. Coastal missile along the Iranian shore, capable of hitting any ship in the strait without warning. And mines. A mine costs between $5,000 and $10,000 to build. Cheap enough to deploy by the hundreds. And clearing one requires a minesweeper moving at 3 to 5 knots, slower than a jogger. That too, through a zone where it can be targeted by shore-based missiles. Iran can deploy mines faster than anyone can clear them. Iran cannot win a conventional war against the US Fifth Fleet. But it doesn't need to win. It just needs to make the strait too expensive to use. But who pays that price? The whole world. Japan imports nearly 80% of its oil from the Persian Gulf. That oil powers more than 60% of Japan's energy needs. Japan has no meaningful alternative. China imports 45% of its oil through the strait. The world's 2nd, 3rd, or even 10th largest economies, all of them, depend on the same 33 kilometers. When it closes, Fuel prices rise. Supply chains collapse. A family in Tokyo or Seoul, who has never even heard of the Strait of Hormuz, feels it within weeks. Hundreds of gas stations have reported shortfalls. Carriers have canceled flights. And oil, which was trading at $69 a barrel before this war began, has touched $120. But here is the part almost no one talks about. Iran needs this strait, too. Iran's own economy runs on oil revenue. Oil that must exit through the same strait it threatens to close. There is no other way out. And Iran's economy is already under the pressure of decades of sanctions. Closing the strait permanently doesn't just hurt Japan and South Korea and China. It cuts off Iran's own oxygen. This is the paradox that kept the strait open for 40 years. Iran's leverage was the threat of closure. The moment it closes permanently, that leverage is gone. The weapon is most powerful when it isn't used. On February 28, 2026, the United States and Israel launched a surprise air war against Iran. Ali Khamenei, who had ruled Iran for 34 years, was killed in the first wave of strikes. And within hours, Iran did exactly what it had threatened to do for 4 decades. It closed the Strait of Hormuz. The IRGC launched 21 confirmed attacks on merchant vessels. Sea mines were laid in the shipping lanes. Major shipping companies suspended all operations. On March 2nd, just after midnight, the water went dark. Iran's Navy broadcast audio from the strait. The message was brief.
If any vessel tries to transit without permission, it will be destroyed.
The world's largest oil supply disruption since the 1970s had begun. 12 to 15 million barrels of crude stopped. Iraq curtailed production. Kuwait curtailed production. Because when you can't export the oil, eventually your storage tanks fill up. You have no choice but to stop pumping. Iran also did something no one had fully planned for. It sorted the world into 2 lists: permitted, forbidden. The world built its energy system on the assumption that the strait would never fully close. All known bypass alternatives combined, at absolute maximum capacity, cover at most 50% of what normally moves through Hormuz. There is no solution. There is only waiting. More than 600 vessels remain stranded in the Gulf. Iran continues to charge passage fees to vessels it deems acceptable. Trump called it extortion. Iran called it sovereignty. Somewhere in the Persian Gulf right now, U.S. Navy destroyers are moving slowly through dark water, looking for mines, moving at the pace of a slow walk. The next time you fill your car with fuel or turn on a light, somewhere in the calculation that made that possible is a 33-kilometer stretch of water. The Strait of Hormuz has powered the modern world in silence for 50 years. It has never been fully closed. Not every ship stopped. Not every lane blocked. Not mines in the water and a Navy broadcasting warnings. The old rules held because both sides understood them. Because the threat was more valuable than the action. Because even Iran, with every reason to close it, needed it open. Whether that calculation still holds is the question the Minesweeper crew is trying to answer.